want to introduce you to a new friend. This is my friend Colleen Kelley and her son. Her son Christopher is 22 years old, and in October of last year he was in a terrible car crash in Orange County. He was helicoptered to UVA, and he has been on a very difficult and very challenging journey. But when they came through that doorway and saw those dogs, Colleen, who was formerly a vet tech, and Christopher had big smiles on their faces. Colleen is not used to speaking in front of crowds, I don't believe, but she has agreed. When I told her, thank you for selecting Sheltering Arms for Christopher's rehab care, and she said, no, thank you all for the work that you do. And so I would like Colleen to share her story with you.
My son, 22, was in a terrible car accident. He had 3 severe brain injuries, 2 bone flaps removed, broke his neck, broke his back in 3 spots, had his spleen removed. We were given 48 hours. After the 48 hours, we were told he would be a vegetable with no quality of life. They sent us to a step-down hospital. So I was taught how to take care of the ventilator and all the machines that came with my son now. About a weekend to the being at this hospital, my son woke up.
At this hospital?
Before we got to Sheltering Arms, he had woke up a little bit. You could tell nobody was really there, but I wasn't giving up. He started to move his arms and started to track nurses. Well, he had to go back to UVA to have fluid removed off his brain, another complication. Then he was too well to go to the step-down hospital. We couldn't find any rehab to take him. They kept looking at the medical records and stating that there was nothing they could do to help my son. There's not a whole lot of brain traumatic injury programs around. The UVA hospital gave me Sheltering Arms. I went ahead with disbelief, because I've already been through 4 or 5 of them, be told no. I took the tour. I was very happy with what I saw, but knowing that they were going to turn me down also. And then they told me my son, they would give him a chance. Within a week, my son couldn't push himself in a wheelchair. He wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking. His head was stuck over to the left side, and he was staring at the ceiling. Within a week, not even a week, Ashley and Sam and Logan Ann, who is his therapist, and Miss Margaret, who's his speech therapist, actually had Chris pushing himself in a wheelchair. The young man that I was told that was never going to do anything but lay in a bed basically died. Now he is sitting up on his own. He eats, he's eating, he's drinking, and from what I was told today, and he's gone a little further, he walked over 124 feet today. Assisted. But that wouldn't have been possible if Sheltering Arms wasn't there. With all the neat equipment, and I don't know all the fancy names, but I know the robot machine started him, and then the one that suspends him from the ceiling that helps him walk. He's now successfully gone through all those equipment and is being assisted by his therapist, so he's no longer in a lot of the equipment. So I want to thank you very much, because without Sheltering Arms, my son wouldn't have had a chance. And they would have just sent us home, and I'd have been stuck with a kid in a wheelchair that didn't have a chance of life. Sheltering Arms has given him that. So I personally want to thank you.